Welcome back to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to rank MBTI personalities based on their discretion. Make sure to watch each one and find out which personalities are the most discreet. Some personality types are very discreet and some just are not. Each individual has their own level of discretion. However, based on general tendencies, we've ranked each one of 16 personality types in one of these categories. Here's the MBTI personalities ranking based on their discretion. Number 1. ISTJ. ISTJs are undoubtedly discreet individuals who dislike having their affairs made public. When the circumstance demands it, they can be entirely discreet. Because they're naturally private, ISTJs find it easier to be a little discreet when necessary. They dislike taking actions that might harm themselves or those they care about, even if it necessitates total secrecy. Number 2. ISFJ. ISFJs naturally tend to be more subdued in their actions and are frequently very discreet individuals. They strive to maintain peace in their surroundings and dislike doing anything that can expose their loved ones to harm. The ISFJ will undoubtedly be able to be discreet if it's necessary to keep their loved ones calm. Number 3. ESTJ. ESTJs undoubtedly value discretion, particularly when it comes to maintaining the privacy of their personal life. Sometimes the ESTJ needs to exercise a certain amount of judgment in order to complete a task. They want to be sure to remain attentive in these circumstances and avoid making blunders. Because they sometimes put so much pressure on themselves, ESTJs are frequently capable of maintaining discretion when it matters to them. Hey, if you're enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. When it matters, ESFJs are frequently subtle, especially when it involves their loved ones. The ESFJ occasionally has difficulty expressing discretion, especially when they're engrossed in something exciting. They occasionally have a tendency to be easily excited, which can make them lose their sense of awareness. ESFJs are typically discreet individuals, especially given how highly they value their privacy. Number 5. INFJ. INFJs can be discreet because they're by nature private individuals. They find it difficult to be vulnerable around most people and would rather keep their private life to themselves. INFJs have numerous facets, and it can be quite difficult to get to the core of an INFJ. They clearly like a certain amount of discretion and are not open books. They like having other people's trust and would never consider doing anything to undermine that. The INFJ can feel uncomfortable among people who are entirely out in the open and lack discretion. They can frequently be discreet with information because they don't want everyone to know about their private affairs. Number 6. INFP. INFPs prefer to be open-minded and to follow their hearts. Despite their belief in doing what's right, INFPs are also aware of when it's vital to be discreet. They prefer to do what they know to be right rather than feeling constricted by what they should do. The INFP will unquestionably put a lot of effort in to be discreet if doing so will benefit someone they care about. However, there are some circumstances in which they don't feel that exercising discretion is the best course of action, and they will be entirely candid. Number 7. ENFJ. When they want to be, ENFJs may be discreet, especially when they're trying to accomplish something. However, there are instances when they struggle to control their emotions and may lose their sense of propriety. Because of their tendency to connect with people, ENFJs' need for privacy might sometimes take a back seat. They prefer to develop close relationships with others and avoid doing anything that can damage those bonds. Number 8. ENFP. Due to their need to connect with others and be transparent, ENFPs occasionally struggle with the concept of discretion. ENFPs are heart-driven and prefer to act in accordance with their instincts, no matter how immoral it may be. When the ENFP reaches a stage of self-assurance, they stop worrying about what other people think. They favor leading fulfilling lives filled with joy and enthusiasm. For some people, their openness can occasionally be a touch overwhelming, especially when they're pursuing something. Number 9. ISTP. Although ISTPs tend to be rather private, they occasionally become swept up in the present. They tend to be distracted by the present because they are so preoccupied with it. Sometimes the ISTP loses their ability to entirely be discreet when they are taken off guard. ISTPs like to act in a way that feels right to them rather than worrying about how they appear to others. Number 10. ISFP. ISFPs have a tendency to be quite private and may internalize some aspects of themselves. Even though they frequently value discretion, ISFPs can have trouble doing so when they are emotionally charged. ISFPs often follow their hearts, which might take them in unexpected areas and astonish other people. They sometimes become considerably less discreet since they don't want to feel restrained. Number 11. ESTP. Being discreet might be difficult for ESTPs, especially given how much they value the present. They occasionally become sidetracked and struggle to control their thoughts and emotions. Although they don't intentionally lack discretion, ESTPs can struggle to control their emotions in specific circumstances. They like to focus on the here and now and do whatever makes them happiest. Number 12. ESFP. ESFPs don't always have the best discretion, and they occasionally find it difficult to keep secrets. They favor leading, active, passionate lives that are centered in the here and now. They occasionally have a tendency to get caught up in the here and now and neglect their duties. Despite the fact that discretion may occasionally be significant to them, this makes the ESFP struggle with it. Number 13. INTJ. Because they dislike making things public, INTJs strongly feel that discretion is crucial. The INTJ is frequently quite good at maintaining discretion when it's required. Instead than stopping through life with a lack of prudence and humility, they value being able to maintain a sense of seclusion. Although INTJs won't always act discreetly, they generally do so because they see it as beneficial and ultimately a wise course of action. Number 14. INTP. INTPs firmly believe in discretion and frequently attempt to keep their activities covert. They want their actions to remain private since they dislike having their actions made public. INTPs frequently struggle to communicate openly or in a way that others can understand. The INTP may think it more beneficial to share this information with others in some circumstances, but they will only do so with people that the person who confided in them does not know personally. Because of this, being secretive comes naturally to INTPs and requires little to no effort. They frequently prefer to keep things private rather than expose their ideas and feelings in a way that others might exploit. Number 15. ENTJ. In many instances, especially those involving their professional lives, ENTJs do value discretion. They make an effort to carry out tasks correctly since they dislike doing actions that can harm their reputation. Most of the time, ENTJs value discretion and privacy, and they're more motivated by the need to keep things private. Focused and driven, ENTJs work hard to complete their tasks and move forward in their lives. Number 16. ENTP. When they feel it's required to do so in order to achieve their goals in a scenario, ENTPs can be discreet. They are adept at figuring out what has to be done and will undoubtedly exercise prudence when they see its advantages. However, ENTPs do occasionally suffer with discretion, particularly when they're involved in something. They frequently have so many thoughts racing through their minds at once that they entirely lose the desire to be discreet. These videos will be very helpful for you.